Hi guys, I'm Adam Wilborn from WhatCulture.
And I'm Andy Murray from WhatCulture.
And don't forget, if you want to listen to the news as a podcast whilst you're out and about, you can do so by searching for WhatCulture Wrestling on either iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from. But coming up today, the latest on how the current situation is ruining WWE.
You don't need to worry about Steve Austin and The Undertaker being at Raw tonight because they're already there!
An indie wrestling legend has retired.
Justin Liger. Justin Liger, Jushin Thunder Liger has been confirmed for the WWE Hall of Fame.
This is the news.
We're going to kick things off not with Justin Liger.
Hi, Justin Liger, nice to meet you.
But by talking about how ongoing global affairs, the current situation that is unfortunately grinding the world to a halt stage by stage by stage is affecting WWE. What we have first of all is a little insight from John Pollock of Post Wrestling, a very reliable source. Doesn't often come through with the scoops, but when he does, they usually bang on the money.
No bollocks, just Pollock.
That's good. Who essentially says that multiple sources who were at the WWE Performance Center on Friday for the SmackDown taping have let him and his website know that wrestlers have been told, during the current situation, if you don't want to turn up for a taping, if you'd rather stay at home, if you're worried about what's going on, don't worry, don't come in, no repercussions, take the time off you need, be with your family, stay at home, rest, recover, avoid, the thing that's going around and so forth. So yeah, this comes following Tony Khan announcing that AEW, or confirming that AEW were doing the same thing just the other week. This is good to hear, man.
Yeah,
good to hear.
I just have this horrible feeling that on SmackDown, the bit where they just randomly shoved the entire Elimination Chamber match in there?
Yeah.
It's because they went, look, if you don't want to be here, you can go home, and half the rest of them went, cool, bye.
Yeah. See you later.
What did you make of SmackDown this week? It was weird, wasn't it? It was quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
But really surreal.
I really enjoyed watching it. I don't know how long the empty arena appeal is going to last, because you think, is it a novelty? Is it this? Is it that? But it was just so much fun. Triple H bantering around on commentary, colouring in Michael Cole's soul patch, telling him he sucks at commentary and stuff. Daniel Bryan and Cesaro had a really cool match despite what was going on. I also like the absurdity of Nikki Cross going, "Come on, crowd," and stuff like that.
Also, just ask her. Ask her.
Yeah.
Ask her on the ramp. Put her on the ramp for 2 hours. I'll watch it.
Triple H going, "I think she came through the crowd."
But that was a little bit of a boy problem. I'll give him that. Also, I saw someone describe how promos, the Cena Wyatt promo, has descended from pandering to the crowd into a dark, ominous sort of Beckett play.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really weird.
It's such a weird character.
But yes, this is probably for the best. And it also relates to a story that I'm going to tell you about now regarding WWE employees. Basically, a new report from PW Insider has stated that WWE has sent out a mass email to all company employees advising that they should work from home if they're able to. There's no word on how long these measures will last for. Of course, this is WWE's attempt at minimizing the situation that's going on. And again, it's the right decision.
Yeah, absolutely, man. They're trying to get ahead of the curve, trying to protect the health and well-being of their employees. Yeah, two thumbs up. If I had 3, I would do 3. But there we go. I'm a mutant. You knew that already. Look at these ears. Yeah, it's just good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's the right decision for everyone. There's no... Technically, probably, you can get different reports that will tell you there's no right or wrong way to go about this, but I think the general consensus appears to be this is the right way of doing it. And it's nice that WWE, a company we often lambast, is just doing the right humanitarian, you could say, thing.
Absolutely, man. Let's speak about tonight's Raw a little bit. It's going to be in that empty-ass Performance Center, as we know.
If you're ready for WrestleMania, give me a hell yeah.
Steve Austin's going to have so much fun in that building tonight. Can't wait to see what goes down. But, with the report I talked about earlier, people staying at home, people being allowed to stay at home, you might think, well, what about The Undertaker? What about Edge? What about Steve Austin? Well, guess what? Steve Austin and The Undertaker are already in Orlando. This is according to PW Insider, who note that they may have travelled early to avoid the kind of travel issues that Paige had, preventing her from getting to SmackDown on Friday. Edge is also scheduled to be in the house, so you're going to have 3 legends, 3 major stars fanning around in this empty-ass arena. It's going to be weird as hell, but rest assured, the trio, the power trio, no one's ever called them that, no one ever will call them that again, but they're going to be there. You're going to get the show, pretty much expected, just in the library.
And my WWE sources are telling me that we are going to get a triple threat tonight. Stone Cold versus The Undertaker versus Edge. Although my sources are about as reliable as... Who's the one who makes all the bollocks up on the internet?
Brad Shepherd.
Yeah. Yeah. So triple threat. A 3-hour triple threat with Triple H on commentary again. I'm genuinely... I'm doing a Raw preview. We'll put it up a little bit later on today, myself and the Tadley boys. And I'm just going to start by going, what's going on?
Yeah.
What is going to happen tonight? 2 hours was hard enough to fill in an empty arena. 3 hours with three legends who usually get huge pops. It's mind-blowing.
I reckon they'll just show the rest of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. They'll have 5 minutes left. They'll show you a picture of all three of these guys and go, see you later. That's Raw. But no, I think it'll be fun. They're making the best of a bad situation here, so thumbs up again.
Right, let's move on. And as if the news couldn't get any crapper recently, some awful news coming out yesterday on Twitter in that UK wrestling legend Martin Kirby has announced that he will be very soon hanging up his boots. He's, of course, worked for the likes of Dragon Gate, World of Sports, WCPW, and Defiant Wrestling. Will Ospreay responded to Kirby's announcement saying, honestly, words can't describe how heartbroken I am to see you go, man. You're one of my absolute favourite guys to wrestle in the UK, and blessed to have had that series in WCPW. Thanks for everything, man. Yeah, I just have to really reiterate everything Will said there from everyone here at WhatCulture. We loved working with Martin Kirby. You've probably seen some of the guys already on Twitter tweeting about it. Any run-ins that I had with him, he was the nicest guy to work with. He was phenomenally talented, and whether he's working face or heel, he always had the crowd in the palm of his hand. It's a real shame that he's going to be hanging up his boots soon.
Yeah, I think like from just going to Defiant and WCPW shows, the coolest thing about Martin Kirby was that no matter who he was on that show with, right, Will Ospreay, Marty Scurll, name a name, right, we've had some big people come through and so forth. But no matter who he was on that show with, he was always the most over guy in the room. Like, he was effectively the ace of the territory, to speak like some kind of 80s fart man. But yeah, no, very sad news. Hope that whatever he's got lined up next serves him well and that he has a happy retirement from the ring.
Former general manager of WCW.
Pink suit in this office.
Oh.
Throne of magazines. Anyway,
legend.
Speaking of legends, let's talk about Justin the Thunder Tiger. People are going to get really annoyed just by that mispronunciation. Jushin Thunder Liger. Seemingly, his Hall of Fame induction with WWE has been confirmed. There's a new article from Tokyo Sports out saying that basically it's a done deal. This follows on from Dave Meltzer's report and WrestleVotes in February stating that he would be added to this year's class. So, on top of this, WWE have uploaded a gallery just going, hey, let's celebrate the career of Jushin Thunder Liger out of nowhere. Because, you know, but yeah, no, that's cool, man. It's well deserved. I would love to see WWE going down the route of inducting more people like Liger who don't have an extensive body of work in the promotion. Obviously, his sole WWE thing really is the takeover match with Tyler Breeze from a few years ago. But, you know, he's done a lot of stuff in WCW. He's on the first ever episode of Nitro if you want to see him and Brian Pillman have the most botch-worthy funny match of all time. But obviously a 36-year veteran, 55 years old, legend of the game over in Japan, had his retirement ceremony at New Year Dash after Wrestle Kingdom 14 this year. Game-changing, innovative, for all kinds of reasons. Impossible to do Liger's legacy justice in this like little 2-minute segment. But yeah, good to hear if the Hall of Fame even goes ahead.
Yeah, it's weird. We don't know what's going to go on. We'll obviously keep you updated on the situation. But absolutely so deserved. They should just announce a new wing of just like, Vince hasn't got a bloody clue who this is wing, despite the fact they are wrestling royalty. More of this sort of thing. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to your Twitter questions. At WhatCulture WWE, of course, if you want to get in touch with us. Big Joe 83 starts us off saying, I've heard that MVP is pushing to create a stable on Raw for the younger talent who aren't very good on the microphones. Who do you think would be in it?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, this is a really good shout. But I think like the one who sticks out straight away is Ricochet, right?
Yep.
Because like he's a phenomenal athlete, but not necessarily the best talker, and maybe struggles to project personality outside of like his obvious athletic talents. I think he's a really obvious one for me.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I stole that off you, but
no, I mean that's the name that I think should pop into everyone's minds. Him, Cedric Alexander, those sorts of people. If if you need, because they're so physically talented, the only thing that's really holding them back is promos. And someone like MVP, whether or not he's in charge of that sort of thing, but it could certainly help them with that. Matt McDonald gives us our second question of the day. He says, hey guys, two-part question really.
Oh.
Getting the most out of this.
All right, Matt.
He says, firstly, how do you think the Sugarman and AEW will make the presumably empty arena Dynamites different from what we saw on SmackDown? And also, how do you think the empty arenas will affect both shows' ratings?
Oh, yeah, this is a really interesting one. So the SmackDown rating actually went up. I think it's the third highest since it moved to Fox.
2.5 million, something like that?
Yeah, loads of people were like, I want to see what this weird stuff looks like. So I think
I stayed up to watch it. I never stay up normally to watch SmackDown.
That's how it's done, baby. I woke up first thing and watched it straight away. Usually I put it off. I'm like, SmackDown. But nah, this Saturday I was like, hell yeah, get it in my veins. I think that will taper off a little bit because it's a novelty at the moment, right? But we'll get a couple of weeks of nice little inflated things. As far as the sugary AEW in Daly's place goes, I wonder if it'll maybe be a bit more chaotic. One thing that the SmackDown wrestlers didn't do was kind of like utilize like the empty spaces and so forth, apart from Triple H up on the little balcony. I think we'll see some brawls through empty seats and guys climbing up mad bleachers and stuff. I think it'll be largely the same, but I think we might get at least one crazy match where dudes are just lobbing chairs and flying all over the place. I think that'd be cool. Yeah,
either it'll happen tonight or Wednesday. Either Seth or John Moxley is going to come through the crowd and spot their entrance, aren't they? Just
God.
Through. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Moxley just going, where's everybody?
I'm inclined to agree. I think the ratings will go up. I completely agree with the AEW Dynamite stuff, but I think the ratings will go up. I reckon Raw's going to do a 9 tonight because everyone's just stuck in, aren't they? So might as well watch
9
it.
million.
I'm fascinated to see what happens with Stone Cold Steve Austin in an empty arena. I volunteered to throw the beers to him if they were short staffed, but now we can't go anywhere.
Yeah, so. Well, we can take a vote.
Yeah. Chop on Phil's boat outside.
Phil.
Right, final question today comes from Parth Sathawain.
Legend.
Who says, as WrestleMania will probably be postponed now and the feud needs to be extended, is now the correct time for WWE to bring in Christian in the Edge-Orton feud if he's cleared?
I think they should use Christian in some shape or form regardless.
Yeah.
I think, like, even if he can't really take a proper bump and stuff, there's probably someone you could do that'd be nice and safe and so forth. Yeah, man, there's a very real possibility that they're going to have to keep things rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. The Edge, although I think the Edge-Orton one might be a good choice to blow off in an empty arena match, maybe, man. Like, you can do all kinds of crazy spots and stuff. Obviously, you're going to lose the crowd heat and reactions and so forth, but hey, maybe if they do have to postpone WrestleMania, which we'll know about on Thursday, presumably, maybe they will.
Fascinating. That might work, actually, the whole arena thing. I quite like that.
Heated.
Right, let's move on to today's and finally, and nothing really to pop you today, but more something for you if you've been stuck in as a result of what's going on in the world. PWG announced just hours ago on Twitter that the world-famous PWG Blu-ray/DVD sale is back for a limited time, and if you're going to be stuck inside with naught to do aside from work, get on that, trust me.
Yeah, 100%. It goes kind of back to the little point I made the other day on the news video. Is like, if you've got a little bit of change lying around as well, and you can afford it, don't go spending your food money or anything because it's a terrible time. It's a hard time for everyone. But, you know, indie groups and indie wrestlers are going to be really struggling through loss of earnings and so forth. If you've got a little bit of cash you can throw at this PWG sale or anything else, go ahead, and now would be a good time. But the PWG one's particularly worthwhile because there are so many guys on those DVDs and on those old shows having great matches that you'll recognize from WWE. You'll see guys like Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly and Keith Lee, Dijak, hundreds of them. Not hundreds, a lot of them.
Yeah, but that's basically what Triple H did before he signed people for NXT. Just bought a PWG DVD and
like,
went, that one, that one, that one. Yeah, that one as well.
Yeah. Paul Levesque, he invested in Pro Wrestling Gorilla so that one day he could become the Paul Wrestling Gorilla. It's not an actual gorilla either. It's... Shall we wrap this up? It's been a
Go buy a
shambles.
Zoidberg elbow t-shirt from Mike because it's great. Right, let us know your thoughts on that and all of today's news stories in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And subscribe to What Culture Wrestling on either iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from for daily wrestling podcasts. Myself and the Dandy Boys are going to be previewing what the hell is going to happen on Monday Night Raw a little bit later on today. Plus, let us know your thoughts and Twitter questions on Twitter at WhatCultureWWE. Watch there, follow both of us. You can follow him at
Andy H. Murray, and the H today stands for hard times, man. It's going to be that for a while, so let's just do this.
You follow me at Adam Wilborn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. My thanks to Andy Murray. Oh, thanks to you for watching, and we will see you soon. Hi guys, I'm Adam Wilborn from WhatCulture, here to let you know we want your live event videos, whether that be something that happened after the cameras stopped rolling, or your reaction to something amazing that went down at the show you were at. Stuff like this.
One of the other sweetest things I've ever seen was just recently when we saw Roman Reigns kick the shit out of cancer and come back on Monday Night Raw.
So make sure you send them to us in all the usual ways. You can tweet them at us, you can send them to us on Facebook, you can email them to us. Hell, if it's your sort of thing, you can stick them on a memory stick and post them to WhatCulture. But the one thing you need to remember is good, bad. Thanks for watching. Bye.